So welcome back to Rosemary's Kitchen. We started with our bread and butter pudding yesterday. Let me just very quickly talk you through it again. So we've left it to soak. It doesn't look like much at the moment, just looks like a soggy mess, to be honest with you. But as you can see, there's barely any liquid in the bottom there because the bread has totally soaked it all up. It's gone like that, completely sucked it all up. So we've got the bread which we buttered. We've got milk and egg mixture with some sugar, a little bit of whiskey. That's optional. You don't have to have that if you don't want to. If you don't have whiskey, a little bit of vanilla or something like that to flavour it nicely is always a good idea. So we've left it, we put it all together. There's 3 layers there: bread, raisins, sugar, bread, raisins, sugar, and so on. Actually, I should say bread and butter, raisins, sugar. And so we're now going to put it into the oven. But we left it to soak for several hours because you really need the bread to totally soak up that, suck it all up. We're going to put it in a hot oven for 375 degrees for around, I don't know, who knows, 40 minutes maybe a little less. When it's done, it's going to rise up beautifully and it's going to be all nice and brown and crunchy, crispy on the top and nice and soft and moist, we hope, underneath it all. So that we'll bring it out and show you. If you want the recipe for any of the recipes that are on YouTube, all you have to do is email us, rosemary@rosemaryaltea.com. That's my puppy barking in the background because he's outside and he wants to come in because he can hear my voice. So email us, rosemary@rosemaryaltea.com, or you can watch us every Thursday morning on our YouTube channel, which is a live chat room. You can click on the little word chat in the bottom right corner of your screen and you can get to ask questions. Or we have our what else do we have? We have so many things going on. We have also Everything is Attitude, which is Friday evenings at the moment. It may change. If you want to be on our email list, again, rosemary@rosemaryaltea.com, let us know and we'll send you all this information. And very shortly we're going to be starting our online classes, which are going to be, we hope, fabulous. In the meantime, let's get this baby in the oven at 375 and we'll be back in a minute. There we have it.
Delicious.
All right, we just took it out of the oven. It's nice and steamy. The bubbly stuff is the butter that you can see and the eggs and all that delicious stuff there. It'll be a little hot to eat, but by the time we've finished talking and I've cut you a piece out, would anybody like a piece? Would anyone in this house like a piece of this? And just while we're waiting for it to cool, I just have to tell you that these gloves are the best. I mean, have you ever seen gloves with fingers? Husband gloves with fingers? My friend got them for me from England. And you want a piece, Carolyn?
Yes, please.
Even though it's really, really hot, I am going to cut into it. It's much better if you leave it. It's far too hot to eat at the moment, but if you'll start to see it will sink a little bit. It's nicely risen up there. It will sink because that's what it does. It's not like a cake. I don't know if you can hear it sizzling here.
Mm-hmm.
It should be nice and sort of almost custardy. Let me just get there. Let me not burn myself while I'm doing this, shall we? Make sure I don't burn myself. And now can you see? That's really good. Soft, custardy and delicious. I'm not sure you're going to be able to eat it. Do you want to have a go?
Looks really hot.
Well, you know what then? We are going to assume that this is the most delicious thing that you ever ate. It's a good...
It smells delicious.
Yeah, it does really smell.
Yes.
When we eat this in England, we have it with custard, or if you leave it to cool a little bit, you can have it with a good, dollop of freshly whipped cream, which is my favourite. I don't sweeten my cream, so there's enough sweetness in this anyway. Or you could, if you really want to push the boat out, you can get some rum butter or brandy butter or something like that to put a dollop on the top. That makes it really, really rich. Anyway, this is bread and butter pudding. Every old person, meaning me, every person in England knows, old person in England knows how to, that's my timer there, knows how to make one of those. Let me turn this off. Oh, it's turned itself off. And we all know how to make one of these, and it's a really filling dessert as well, but it's really, really good and tasty. Or as usual, my spirit guide Gregor has been with me, and also my daddy has been with me always. Bread and butter pudding, I'm going to get that crispy bit out the side there because that's the best. Of course, there, look at that, I'll give you that bit. I forgot what I was going to say. If you have a recipe and you want to share it with us, we'd love to hear from you. You can see us on YouTube on Thursday mornings. You can see us on Friday evenings. You want to know more about what we're doing. You want to know more about our classes, not cooking classes, although you never know, one day we might be doing those as well. But if you want to know more about us, email us rosemary@rosemaryaltea.com. And in the meantime, from my guy Gregor, from my daddy, and from anybody out there who's been joining us this morning, until I see you again in Rosemary's Kitchen, please have a very, very, very blessed day.